welcome back. Let's have another fun-filled day of craft. So today what we're going to do is we're going to make little snowmen out of old socks. Now, I didn't have any white old socks, so I've just gone out and gotten some really cheap ones. Nice little ones with pretty lacy bits at the top. I'll put this one up so you can see them. Also got my trustworthy glue. I've got googly eyes in case you want to use googly eyes. You can use pebbles or rocks for the eyes, nose and mouth. I've got some little wooden seed beads and they're doing the job quite well. So let's get in and let's get this started. So this should be a relatively small sock. Let me go in and just put this through. Just jamming it full of cotton. Now, I want it quite solid looking, so we're just about there. Looks like I've got one of my helpers, Max, hanging around. He's one of my dogs. Every time I talk, they assume I'm talking to them. No, Max, this is not for you. Okay. So just moving some things out of the dog's way. So as you can see there, I've stuffed it nice and full. There's a little bit at the top that hasn't been touched, so what I'm going to do here is I am going to twist it, probably about 2 laps, and then fold it back on itself. And when I do that, you get the little hat on top of the snowman. What I now need to do is work out where his head's going to be, and for that I've just got some cheap ribbon that I had left. I'm going to cut a strip of that. And I'm going to roughly guess probably about 1/3 of the way down. So tie it into a bow tie. Now, as you can see, it's sitting quite firm, then you can't tell where the body starts and where the head starts. So all I'm going to do is pull that a little bit tighter. Oops, until you have that definition there between. Now I'm just going to stuff the bottom up a little bit just so that it sits a little bit nicer. You can start by putting something circular in the bottom when you first start, just to make sure that it all works. I'm thinking I'm going to have to tie this a little bit tighter again. There we go. It sits nicely. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull some glue and just, this is an old bit of rubbish tray that I found. I'm just going to put some glue in that so it makes it a lot easier to work with, because as you all know, I tend to get glue all over my hands and everywhere. So it's a good idea that I've got the table covered. What I am going to do now is take a cotton bud, dip it in some glue, dip it on the seed, dip it back in the glue, and put it on the front. And do the same with the next one. So on the cotton bud into the glue. And it doesn't matter how much glue you've got on there if you've got this groovy PVA glue, because it dries clear. So next one I'm just going to drop it straight in the glue because I'm not having much luck keeping it on the cotton bud. So I've got a couple of cotton buds here to help work this out. There we go. So we've now got the 3 for his buttons, and we want to have some for his eyes. This is definitely a lot fiddlier than all the other crafts that we've done so far, so you do need a little bit of patience with this one. Okay. So we've got the eyes on. Got the nose on. Now, when it comes to the mouth, I have learnt the hard way that more seeds, beads or pebbles for the mouth is better than less, and you'll see why shortly. Okay, so this is what it looks like with less seeds. As you can see, it looks a little bit creepy. Probably more of a Tim Burton special than a nice sweet little snowman. So I'm just going to fix that up, and how I do that is just by adding more of the beads. Okay, there you go. Now, if you've still got little brothers and sisters who might get a little bit scared, you might just choose to draw the face on there to make it a little friendlier, or you may choose to use googly eyes. So I'm just going to very quickly do another one and just show you what it's like with it drawn on. So we're back again. So we've got our little snowman ready to go. So what I'm going to do is draw three dots for the buttons, one for the nose, two for the eyes, and a big smiley face. So if that works better for you, that's fine as well. You don't need beads to do them. You can also use pebbles or anything else that you've got lying around, or you might want to go fancy and do sequins. All I know is I would love to see your finished snowmen. So please feel free to share them and tag them with Namoy Cotton Christmas so that we can see what they look like. And